We're doing it for the chat. One time Max Payne, throw your ones in the sky. Here we go. A classic flip here. Driver's going to need an ace or a king. Doesn't get it on the flop.
Needs
In
an ace or
trouble
a
here.
king. Yes.
The lifeguard, perhaps?
The lifeguard with zinc oxide on his nose.
250 the new price to go. Pocket queens for driver, and he's going to make it 1100. So our first monster hand of the afternoon.
Brad Eyes, thanks for that super chat. Fantastic product here, guys. Thanks, Slick Rick, Skull Mike. Thank you, Brad Eyes. Jaywin's involved early. This time he's got a nice one. Nice little starter here.
Both these boys started about 20K deep. And Jaywin's looking to fire in the 4-bet, it seems, carving out a couple of bananas. What's he going to make this? Like a 3.5, 3.8?
Looks like Jaywin's trying to unlock the magic over here.
2.8 the price to go.
Well done, bud. Quality stuff. Thank you. Come on, man. I'm in the middle of a hand.
Jaywin's a little extra chatty today.
He is.
Usually all business, stone face. I mean, he's a nice fellow, but when he's on the felt, he means business. Today he's a little bit jovial, a little cheery. I don't know what happened at his house last night, but if I'm a betting man, I'm thinking something happened. You know what I mean, Rick?
I'm not touching that. 8, 8,
You know
9.
what I'm saying?
Queens and eights for driver.
What'd you think I was saying?
I heard that conversation you had with him earlier, so I know exactly what you're saying. Now the ace might think he's good here with 2 pair on the board. Little does he know. Driver checks it back.
2 8s he didn't pay. You're running pretty hot. I might be running good today. 2 9s. Check, check.
Check, check. And driver with the check mark going nowhere on this board. Let's see how Jaywin wants to proceed, but the option is on driver. Thank you for that super chat, Jake Stein.
Uh-oh. Driver reaching for banana chips.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't think Jaywin's gonna make a hero call here with ace high, though he does have some showdown value, but 3.5 is too expensive and he lays it down.
Big Slick suited for Anthony.
Shout out to the cleaning crew too. I think I saw you cleaning one of the toilets the other day, Ricky.
Not the toilets, the table. I won't go near the toilets.
Ace King here for Anthony, juices it on up to 250, and a suited ace queen for Jaywin. You know the 3-bet is coming. Just actually makes the call. Gonna tread lightly, doesn't really know much about Anthony. Surprised that Jaywin didn't want to raise there, but gonna keep a little bit of a balanced range here. Sometimes he wants to flat in this spot. Jack high flop.
I was in from last 5 would have made it 30.
175 for Anthony. Jaywin with the gutter to Broadway and backdoor diamonds for 175. He's going to peel, only see a turn card, makes the call. And there's the king, and the ace-queen gets there for the local, Mr. Jaywin. Anthony about to get gunned down in the streets. Let's see if he elects to use a little bit of pot control or wants to bet his big slick here with his draw. I mean, fired the flop, picked up more equity here on the turn, and top pair, of course. He's going to be reaching for chips, makes another bet.
Top with the gutty.
Jaywin loving life here, pot at 650. Let's see if he wants to flat and keep all of the bluffs in, or maybe charge here with a check raise and attack those big slick type of holdings. Jack, queen, sets, etc. that are now behind to the ace, queen nuts for Jaywin. And the check raise has been announced, 1,800 and a stare to the 5 seed. Anthony's going to make the call, so to the river we go. Looking for a queen and a queen only is Anthony, and that is not it. What type of sizing will J-Win come with here? Pot's at 4.5. Made it 18 on the turn.
I think 3,000 here.
I think a little bit north of 3,000.
All in, he says.
That's way north of 3,000.
Anthony taking inventory.
Welcome to the game, Anthony. J-Win going for it all, perhaps trying to make it look a little bit of bluffy. A massive overbet here from J-Win. Wants blood. Anthony getting a harsh welcome to Texas here in Round Rock, table 11.
Under the lights.
We saw somebody yesterday call off their entire stack with ace king, except that was ace high. This time it's top.
He's going to lay it down.
And he lays it down. And where he's going, so we love having him here, calling the lodge his home. $3,500 in the chat, folks. Remember, the overtime goal is $1,500. A very reasonable goal is $1,500. And a couple premiums. Ace king for Pierre. Suited ace 9 for Doug. He made it 600. Called by driver. Surprised Pierre didn't want to fire in a bet on the button.
Everybody with an ace. Deuce, Trey, Jack, Skittles. Ace, King in the lead. Stallona, thank you for that comment.
$1.2 was the bet from driver. And good on Pierre for not buying what he's selling here. Makes the call with the best hand. And now he connects with the king. But that gives the check mark to driver. Binks Broadway there, the exact card that he was looking for. It's a 10 on the river, so.
No, king on the river.
King on the river, yeah, Broadway for driver, if we get the graphics correct. And top pair for Pierre. This could be trouble as driver is reaching for chips.
You live about an hour 3,400. I got a place nearby. Okay. Staying at a hotel in Dillman. Like 50 minutes away. It's called the Archer. I like the hotel a lot. 34, yeah.
Oh, but your house isn't close to here.
Ace 10 for driver. Gets the river card that he needs. Pierre with the ace of clubs too. Makes it 3.4. I think Pierre's going to end up making the call here. Hard to get away. You're a little confused at what your opponent is doing this with when you're holding the ace of clubs. Losing to a bunch of two pairs here. Pierre a little perplexed. Let's see if he can get away from it, but top. Pretty hard to do. But he is going to get away. Give credit to Pierre for making an excellent laydown, as driver will not get paid.
Dude, honestly, my brain is slow now. I had to count in my head if I hit the straight. I was like 6, 7.
Big slick for driver makes it 300 to go. And Moreno, what did he want to do?
Once, like, I took
Three bets to 1K.
Called the guy and he showed like some garbage, and I was like, and it was like third pair, and he was like, I straight.
I win.
So So like he owned me. I didn't read the board, and I showed my shitty hand too. It's the worst. So embarrassing.
Those are the best.
The driver's already been stacked one time with ace king, not electing to fire in the 4-bet this time around. Smooth calls the 3-bet and whiffs on this flop. Ace high, pair of queens for Andrew. Probably gonna go for like 1/3 here, something like that. 700, 750, something like that.
Look at that money stacked up on the button. Remember, the only person who can win that is the person in the small
Yeah, that would
blind.
be Chad. Chad not involved in this hand, but yes, indeed, good eye, Rick. That's starting to stack up as Mariano pays his fee.
I forgot all day yesterday as well, so please remind me.
Heads up. Big Slick versus King Queen. Queens and nines for Andrew. 2 aces remain. Clubs and spade. That's all. That's not it. Andrew's going to win this pot.
Andrew check turn here. He's got to feel pretty confident here. What will he be targeting? Maybe something like going with 2,200. Driver considering it here. I think he's leaning on making the call. Has his calling chips in his hand here. Wants to be a hero. What would Andrew be doing this with? He was the one who 3-bet pre. Losing to any pair, losing to ace queen. What are we 3-betting with? Maybe something like ace 5, ace 4, but Andrew hasn't gotten out of line, but still will get paid there. He gets the call he was looking for. Ace king for Doug, no hands off. Just like Bill Belichick said, no days off, no hands off. Scott Anthony dominated. Seems like the only one that Doug can win pots off is against Anthony or Driver. 3 bets to 1,700.
17 folds.
Remy, thank you very much for that comment. We appreciate it. Jaywin is going to put $3,000 out there. Doug going nowhere.
It's got to be 32. Yeah, it's 2 to 17. No, give me 3. 500, 1,700. Oh, no, 500. I'm sorry. I missed the 500. Nope. 3K is fine. I'm sorry. I forgot the 500. It's my fault. 3K total.
Doug
Okay.
made it 1,700. Jaywin comes over the top with a 4-bet to 3,000.
I started the hand with 27.5, more or less 500.
Okay. Thank you.
Jaywin's been pretty quiet lately. Picking the wrong time to get after it. You can't fault him for the 4-bet. Doug
Dude, just looking, guys.
makes the call in position on Jaywin, and we will see a queen on the flop, monotone flop, queen 10 deuce, but my goodness, Doug starting to run pretty sour.
There you go.
Down.
Oh, down. Yeah.
Queen
I don't,
only at 19.
Check, check.
it's weird. Like
Jaywin's got to like that.
No, I'm gonna do that. That's it.
Check,
Check,
check
check.
on the turn.
Looking for a king or a jack. That's not it. Jaywin's going to win
The
this
way this
hand.
action's gone, though, you know that Jaywin's probably going to fire in a bet here on the river. And ace king, not the worst holding on this board, the way the actions went.
Yesterday, I played on this and I lost.
What does he think Jaywin has here? Maybe some hand like jacks.
Just comes down to one dumb swing.
Maybe going for a chop, ace king versus ace king.
The winner is just gonna have these like.
See if Doug can get away here, but he's seriously considering making a call. And you can't blame him. Had J-Win crush pre, and then boom, queen on the flop. J-Win was the aggressor pre-flop, made it 4,000 to go pre. What is J-Win raising with pre-flop? Checking flop, checking turn, and then leading river here for $2,000. He's gonna get paid, and Doug's gonna start to get a little annoyed.
Sorry, Paul. I didn't mean for you to waste your Saturday trying to track down O'Shea's in Perth.
I thought it was JB Riley's.
I feel bad now. The guy's been calling all around. I know it's here. We were kidding, Paul.
At least now we know where to go when we go to Perth. We're going to JB Riley's.
But if you want to start a Slick Rick Skull Mike fan club, please feel free. Doug with the jiggities. There's no right way to play jiggities.
Driver with big slick here. This might be a big one, Rick. 3-betting the 2.1. Driver has that look in his eye, kind of smiling. Driver with a little bit of a gulp there. And what is he going to do here? He's got position on Doug, still has to worry with a couple people behind it. Mariano's still standing. And Driver's going to fire in a healthy 4-bet. What's that, 5.5? 5.5. All in from Doug.
Wow.
Max pressure. And if Driver here is putting in 5.5, I don't think there's roads to a fold here. Shaking his head, he hates it. But he put himself into this mess. 5.5, he's gonna make the call.
Makes the call.
I think we're gonna go one time for Max Payne. That's how Doug likes to do it.
I'm really stuck this month. Let's go once. Fuck it, go once. Once is better.
All right, they're going once. Driver says, I'm really stuck this month. Can we go twice?
And then he changes his mind. We're doing it for the chat. One time Max Payne, throw your ones in the sky. Here we go. A classic flip here. Driver's going to need an ace or a king. Doesn't get it on the flop.
Needs
In
an ace
trouble
or a king.
here.
No.
Doug Polk is officially unstuck at the lodge after that pot.